So, hey, y'all, hey, and welcome to another session of Meditations with Marigny. So, I wanted to jump on today and have a quick conversation with you. If you like my videos, I'd love for you to click like, share it with a friend, and subscribe. But I wanted to jump on and have a quick conversation. I did a video a few weeks ago, and it was talking about ladies, you are to present, not to chase, and was having a conversation with someone. And then this morning, my first lady preached, and she taught about, in her message, she talked about friendships where you are chasing a particular friend, but they're never chasing you. Like they don't call you back. You're trying to be friends with them, you're trying to establish a relationship, but then you have someone else in your life that they are constantly trying to make sure they have a relationship with you, and you may kind of dismiss them because they are around. And she was talking about, just the human makeup and how we respond to people. And so today I wanted to talk about chase those that chase you. What does that mean? That means that in this dating process, as you guys know, my channel is about marriage, divorce, dating now. And in this dating process, sometimes you find yourself where you are seeking out the validation of someone, but they are not desiring or seeking out validation from you. You are more interested in them than they are in you. You have a greater interest in learning about them than they are about learning about you. And I do think, as I kind of look back and I'm vetting how different relationships or conversations come up from the men that I've met, there are some, in the beginning, everybody is going to have a high level of interest. So in the beginning, yes, they are going to call. In the beginning, they're going to text. In the beginning, they're going to seek you out. But then look and see how that either continues or fizzles out after about a week or so. Give them a week or two, and if there are multiple people in the rotation, it's going to be very difficult for them to keep up with just one. But find out where you fit in that rotation. You guys remember I talked about, it is my belief that in this dating process, especially if you are doing online dating, that you should continue to date multiple people. I did not say sleep with, I did not say hug, kiss, have no level of intimacy with. You should be consistently vetting multiple people. This is for men and for women. And the reason being is, as I shared with you guys when I first started this journey, I paid for a 6-month subscription. And I believe that it will take approximately that much time for me to weed through those that are not going to be serious. And for some of those that may have been serious, they might have been intentionally looking for me, but there was somebody else or something else that was greater or more catching to their eye. Give them time to have the opportunity to circle back around. The one thing about online dating is you have to have an open mindset. And what I am learning is that most people that are in this dating process with online dating do not. Most people do not have a mindset that I need to be open and broad enough to understand that if I met someone today and they have been on this site for a week, they already have people that they have met and are communicating with. And in the process of communicating with them, then they've met me. Yes, they may have an interest with me, but I don't expect for sparks to automatically begin to kick off. At the end, you have to look at, why is a bee going to come right here and get in the camera? Um, so I'm going to hopefully not be distracted by him. But, you have to open yourself up to know that it's okay for someone that you just met to already have someone that they might be speaking with, and that they even may meet someone after you that they may continue to speak with. I am so okay with that, because if you are presenting yourself very authentically, you are continuing to be your genuine self, and there is a man and or woman who is seeking and dating intentionally. I believe that those intentional components are going to come together. And what that means is you might have to deal with some other people in the cycle, but you'll be able to say, okay, well, no, that conversation right there just is not going to go anywhere. And this conversation that I'm already having is actually quite fluid. It actually serves the benefit of what I think that I need in my life. Or you're going to say, this conversation right here actually does, because you don't want to settle. And I want to just look at that, guys. So many of us, in this current age bracket. Those of you that watch my channel, I do see that some younger versions have been coming up in the algorithms, but for the most part, the people who watch my channel are between the ages of 40 and 65 years old. If you are in that age bracket, and the majority are somewhere around that 45 to 60 age bracket, if you're in that age bracket, you owe it to yourself to properly vet the people that you are looking at talking with, and to give yourself the opportunity to have the best fit person that is available for you. Now, does that mean that you stay in that process for a long period of time? No, it does not. But it does mean that you have to be very strategic, and you have to be very intentional with understanding what needs that you have. And there is always going to be someone better. So I want to be clear about that part. There's always going to be somebody that could do something better than perhaps the person that you're with. There's always going to be someone that can articulate better. There's someone that can strategize better, someone that can figure out a problem better. But what you want to look at is the holistic portion of that person. Is this person somebody that I can, ladies, I will say this to you. Is this someone I can see myself submitting to his authority long term? Not just what he does right now. Like, ask yourself that question when you are in his presence. If he makes a decision, can I support him long term? Not today, not his potential, not what he might could bring to the table, where he already is right now. If he didn't move any further from the spot that he's in, if he didn't change jobs, if he didn't live in a different apartment or house, if he doesn't drive a different car, if he does not go on vacation or go on vacation, however it is, where his life is right now, can you see yourself submitting to that long term? And if you ask yourself that question and you are able to say, yes, I could see where I fit into his life, then that's somebody that you really want to seriously consider. But if you're looking at this at our age bracket and you're saying, I might can have this with him, or, we might can do this or we can do that. No, where he is right now. Because where we are in our life, for those of us that are dating and those that are in the algorithms for my channel, we are already pretty much who we are going to be. If he is a homebody, he is pretty much going to be a homebody. So if you are somebody that you love to travel, you always got to be at the social events. You want to go to every little thing that's out there. I see some people online and I'm like, man, I'm tired just from watching them go to all the stuff. I'm not that girl. I am somebody that this past weekend, I had a conference that I had to attend, and I had something that I needed to do today. And after this, in my head, I'm already thinking about how in December I can get some rest. But I know some people that Friday night they were out, Saturday all day they were out, Sunday they were out. Tomorrow the football game is going to be going on here in Atlanta. I think Atlanta and the Cowboys play. They're going to be invested in that. So I don't have to have that type of life, which means that if I meet a guy and that's the life that he likes, I already know that he's not going to be a good fit for me. Because eventually, if he's someone that's like me, most of us have waited this time period to be able to date somebody that we have companionship. He might be tired of going to the games by himself. He's tired of going to these social events by himself. Same thing for us, ladies. So if you know that that's a component that you need and you want in your life, then don't look at someone that is more of a homebody and not going to be able to give you that. It is going to be a disaster in the making, because you will find yourself trying to pull him or her into your life or into the world that you want to go in, and it's going to eventually get frustrating. So the best thing for everyone in that situation is to make sure that you vet for the person that is going to be the best fit for you. Now, with that being said, I want to say again, chase those that chase you. In other words, if you're on the dating process and you have a young man that continuously reaches out to you, he's continuously saying, hey, when can I see you? How can I get with you? Can we go on a date? I want to take you to lunch. I'm just calling to check to see how your day is going. You have a young lady that she checks on you. She's like, what did you eat today? How did things go on the job? What are you doing this weekend? Yes, I'd like to go on a date with you. That's somebody that you want to then assure that you spend your quality time with. So when I say chase someone, I don't mean chase. I just kind of use that as a, piece to catch you guys' attention. But in the end, basically what I am saying is engage with someone that wants to engage with you. And when you do it that way, then the dating process will become easy. It will become simple. It will become something that you enjoy. And then, prayerfully, you're going to eventually meet your person and get to the place where we've been talking about, which is to get married again, or to get married for the first time if it's your first time. So if you enjoyed this video, I hope that you would click like. I hope that you would share it with a friend. And I would be delighted if you would subscribe. Have a good day, y'all. Bye.